It's told the stories of some of the world's most beautiful and interesting places, and now is adding Caddo Lake to the list. National Geographic Explorer, the long-running cable television series, on Monday will feature the story of the lake and recent success of efforts to clear it of the fast-growing invasive weed that has long threatened to choke the East Texas treasure. The episode containing the Caddo story, titled Lake Eating Monster, will premiere at 5 p.m. And Monday on the National Geographic Channel. They thought it was one of the most beautiful places they'd ever seen, said Laura-Ashley Overdyke, executive director of Caddo Lake Institute, one of the non-profit organizations that helps maintain the well-being of the lake. She noted that producer Kelley and National Geographic host Sal Masekala were drawn not only by the haunting beauty of the lake but the fact its majestic waters have been threatened by the world's most invasive weed, giant salvinia. Overdyke appears in the episode, as does Darren Horton, president of the Caddo Lake Biocontrol Alliance, Bill Carter, owner of Johnson's Marina, and other faces familiar to lake area denizens. They will discuss success of their efforts to manage the plant, which has threatened lakes in Texas and Louisiana. Progress has been made in using weevils, along with aquatic herbicide, to fight the fast-growing and devastating plant. A grassroots effort was started to build the world's first high-production, climate-controlled weevil greenhouse on the shores of Caddo Lake. Nonprofits and locals partner with Texas Parks and Wildlife and Louisiana Department of Wildlife and Fisheries to manage the floating fern. The name of the one-hour episode is Yellowstone Wolves, which is one of the show's 3 20-minute segments. Overdyke said she's particularly thrilled about the feature on National Geographic because she helped launch the TV program as an employee, back in 2001. It's personally really fun for me, Overdyke said. I was one of the original employees of the channel and helped launch it and worked for them, and it was a dream job. It was great. We worked for the National Geographic office, but to be able to come back home and work for something I love, Caddo Lake, and then be on the other side of it and be featured, 18 years later, is really fun, she said. So that's been just personally really gratifying and exciting because Caddo Lake is exactly the type of thing that National Geographic should be covering. Horton said he's also excited about the national attention and bringing awareness to progress in giant salvinia control efforts. We're probably the only mass production climate control weevil greenhouse in the world, he said.